Welcome to History in a Hurry. I'm Professor Malcolm Mazer, and in this episode we will learn about the Crusades. The Crusades were a series of religious wars fought between the 11th and 13th centuries, primarily between Christian and Muslim forces, over control of the Holy Land, particularly Jerusalem. These conflicts were driven by religious zeal, political ambition, and economic motivations, shaping the course of medieval history and relations between the Christian and Islamic worlds. The origins of the Crusades can be traced to the late 11th century, when the Seljuk Turks, a Muslim dynasty, expanded into Byzantine territory and threatened Christian access to pilgrimage sites in the Holy Land. In 1095, Byzantine Emperor Alexios Komnenos appealed to Pope Urban II for military assistance against the Turks. At the Council of Clermont, the Pope called on Christian knights and nobles to take up arms, promising spiritual rewards, including the remission of sins for those who participated. His speech ignited widespread enthusiasm, leading to the launch of the First Crusade. The First Crusade, from 1096 to 1099, was marked by both religious fervor and extreme brutality. Multiple armies of European knights, peasants, and nobles set out for the Holy Land, facing significant hardships along the way. After capturing key cities such as Antioch, the Crusaders laid siege to Jerusalem in 1099. When the city fell, they slaughtered many of its Muslim and Jewish inhabitants, establishing several Crusader states, including the Kingdom of Jerusalem. These states were ruled by European nobles and became outposts of Christianity in the Middle East, but they faced constant threats from Muslim forces. The Second Crusade, from 1147 to 1149, was launched in response to the fall of the Crusader state of Edessa to the Muslim leader Zengi in 1144. Led by European monarchs Louis VII of France and Conrad III of Germany, the campaign ended in failure, as the Crusaders were unable to recapture Edessa and suffered heavy defeats against Muslim forces. This setback weakened Christian control in the region and encouraged Muslim leaders to unite against the Crusaders. The most famous Muslim leader of the Crusades was Saladin, the Sultan of Egypt and Syria. A brilliant military strategist, Saladin recaptured Jerusalem in 1187 after his decisive victory at the Battle of Hattin. His reputation for chivalry and honor earned him admiration, even among his Christian enemies. In response to the loss of Jerusalem, the Third Crusade, from 1189 to 1192, was launched by European rulers, including England's King Richard the Lionheart, France's Philip II, and the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick Barbarossa. Despite several victories, the Crusaders failed to retake Jerusalem. However, Richard negotiated a treaty with Saladin, allowing Christian pilgrims to visit the city freely. The Fourth Crusade, from 1202 to 1204, took an unexpected turn when Crusaders, instead of marching to the Holy Land, sacked Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. This devastating attack on a Christian city deepened the divide between the Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox churches. The Crusaders established the Latin Empire in Constantinople, ruling it for several decades before the Byzantines regained control. The betrayal of the Byzantines weakened Christian unity and shifted the focus of the Crusades away from their original purpose. Subsequent Crusades, including the Fifth, from 1217 to 1221, and Sixth, from 1228 to 1229, saw varying degrees of success but failed to secure long-term Christian control over the Holy Land. The Seventh, from 1248 to 1254, and Eighth, 1270 Crusades, both led by France's King Louis IX, also ended in failure, with the latter resulting in his death. By the late 13th century, Muslim forces, particularly the Mamluks of Egypt, systematically dismantled the remaining Crusader states. The fall of Acre in 1291 marked the end of the Crusader presence in the Holy Land. Although the Crusades failed in their ultimate goal of maintaining Christian rule over Jerusalem, they had lasting consequences. They stimulated trade between Europe and the Middle East, leading to cultural and technological exchanges. The Crusades also strengthened the power of European monarchs, increased tensions between Christians and Muslims, and deepened the divide between the Catholic and Orthodox churches. Additionally, they left a lasting legacy in the collective memories of both the Western and Islamic worlds. Despite their military failures, the Crusades shaped medieval society, influencing everything from warfare and politics to religion and economics. They remain a significant chapter in history, illustrating the complexities of faith, power, and cultural interactions in the medieval world. Thanks for racing through history with us on History in a Hurry. If you enjoyed today's quick dive into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a fast-paced trip through time. Please reply in the comments with ideas for our next history lesson. See you in the next one.